Hello and welcome, dear viewers, to another episode of our program New Kuwait, in which we will talk about our national development plan and our futuristic vision of a new Kuwait by 2035. In today's episode, we will continue discussing creative human capital with our guest, Maestro Trainer Dr. Mohammed Afif. Hello and welcome, Dr. Mohammed.
Welcome back, Mr. Ibrahim.
We talked about the most important skills to be gained in the upcoming years, and we reached the decision making in difficult times, which is, I think, very important.
Yeah, decision making in difficult times. Now we have decision making, we have difficult times. Decision making is a skill, it's a soft skill. It's the ability to decide, to make a decision regarding a problem you are facing. That's it. So you need some decisions. Some problems they come with the alternatives and options. Some difficulties and some problems, challenges they come without any alternatives and options. First thing you need to do in decision making is to specify, to identify. So identify what is the problem. I mean, the problem is blah, blah, blah. Now, here we come to another step after we have identified it. So we'll see what are the reasons behind this problem. Then we look for the third step is we look for our abilities, our resources. What are the helpful things that we have to make us help us face this problem? Then we come to creating the options. If the problem has got its options with it, it's fine. If it doesn't have, we have to create options. I mean, to go to plan A, then plan B, then plan C. And sometimes option A, option B, option C, it depends on the problem, the nature of the problem, the nature of the challenge. But we don't like to call it a problem, we like to call it challenge. So now the challenge is there, options are there. The best, let's say the most crucial step is to choose between the alternatives, to choose among the options. So we have like 5 options and we need to choose among them. So choosing the best alternative, the best option is a skill. Some people, they rely on their mind, on the thinking. Some people, they rely on their heart, on the feelings. It depends on the person himself, but here we have to put some importance for the role of the brain, for the mind, because the problems usually they don't come out of feelings, they come out of a process. Problems, they come out of a process, usually. They don't come out of a feeling. We make them come out of the feeling. If we feel bad towards something, it comes as a problem. But if it's like a process, as a brain-wise, let's say, we have to deal with it brain-wise. I mean, we have to think about it.
Yes, within reason.
Yeah, be rational, reasonable. Yes. Yeah, you have to be reasonable regarding the
I think
solution.
most of the decisions that we have to make in difficult times are reasonable. We have to make the reason. But the most important, like let's say divorce or maybe quitting your job, you want to resign. So you go with the feelings.
Let's take one of them as an example.
Because it's difficult time. Maybe they are not happy with the marriage or the job.
Now, before we jump to the difficult time, let's first finish dealing with the process of solving a problem. Now we have the alternatives. We choose the best of the alternatives. Then we evaluate our choice. Then we even re-decide or we just finish the problem. That is the process as a whole.
But do you agree with the
now
feelings?
I come to this.
Yes.
I have to go in a systematic way. So I need now, if I want to go to the area of a difficulty or a problem with a difficult time you're facing. See, hard times usually they are good lessons. Hard times, good lessons, this is for sure. Once we deal with the hard times with our hearts, we spoil everything.
So you're against going with the heart?
Of course. That's why we're here.
That's very interesting. But we will continue after the break. Hello again, dear viewers. We will continue our interview with our guest, Dr. Mohammed Afif. Dr. Mohammed, we talked about the decision making in difficult times and why you recommend to be rational more than with the heart.
Especially in difficult times.
Yes, I remember Jim Rohn, you know.
Of course.
Yes, he once
the
said.
great mentor.
Yes, he said indecision is the thief of opportunity.
Yeah, sure.
So, sometimes you have to decide something good happening in your life. Let's say a job. You want to change. You don't feel it.
You
It's a
don't
good
resign.
job. Yeah, but this is not rational because it has a good status, it has good money, but you feel to resign. Are you against that?
Yeah, I'm still against. Let's start with Jim Rohn's quote.
Yes.
Jim Rohn's quote means, if you are not able to decide on the right time, you will miss the opportunity.
Yes.
That's the meaning. That's the meaning.
Yes. All right.
Okay. Now, here, you want to resign. I mean, you want to resign from your job because out of I don't know what.
Your gut. They say, my heart. I feel like I want to.
You see, let me make it in Kuwaiti. You have no story. I don't know if the translation is fine.
Yeah.
But I think it means you have no story. It means you have no reason. You have you have no justifications.
Yes.
That's the meaning.
You have no story.
Exactly. You have no story. You have no justifications.
What? But let's say that I read a lot of stories. They resign their jobs, big CEOs or something like that. They started their own company.
You
Now they're
insist.
big.
You insist on this.
Why? Because they have something in the feeling very strong. They cannot.
Okay, wait for me. I'm
Yeah.
a career coach,
Oh.
and I can tell you that every year
I don't have story.
you don't have to. I can tell you that every year I have got a lot of people. They come to me, telling me I want to resign. When I see the reasons, I find no reasons. Then they quit.
So you mean
Resign.
most of them they have no not.
Let's say most of them.
Yes.
Let's say most of them. I don't want to say all of them.
So
let's say
why,
most of
why
them.
they want to resign?
They have no justification. So he is feeling bad at that time. He doesn't feel fine with his manager. He doesn't feel acquainted with the environment, the work environment. He doesn't feel in good relations with the team he's working with. A lot of reasons. When I just come to the reasonable justifications, I don't find. Then I tell him, hey, come on. You are not going to resign out of emotion. That's not good.
Maybe that's one of them, which is bad. But let's talk more. Let's forget about resigning right now. Let's talk more about decision in difficult times.
Decision in a difficult time, see, making a decision in a difficult time requires reason.
So
Mind, brain.
but also courage, because they don't decide. They say decision in difficult times.
In difficult times, you
Yes.
have to put more thinking.
Yes, and Jim Rohn said indecision, which is not deciding at all.
Deciding in another,
Yeah, just sitting.
Not deciding.
So this skill, is it about to decide in difficult times? The ability to decide. Forget about good or bad.
No. Jim Rohn's quotes differ from what we're talking about. We are
Yes.
talking about I am facing a hard time. I am having a difficulty. I am facing what kind of challenge?
Yes.
This challenge is pushing me to make a decision. What kind of decision I'm going to make? Dear, reasonable decision, not emotional decision.
That's the skill.
That is the skill, reasonable decision. If you want to make a decision relying on your emotions, you will lose. You'll lose. If I don't say you'll lose the whole story, you'll lose part of the story. You
Now
lose
I
part
agree
of
with
it.
you. Yes.
Which is very important. A lot of decisions that are emotional, that were emotional,
Mm.
they were destroying the lives of some people. That's too bad. You don't want to. See, decision making. Decision making. See, if you look at the word decision making, it's decision. Decision making process. It's logical. It's something regarding a process. That's why decision making, making have steps.
You have to
and
act.
steps means actions after each other. So it means reason, rationale, mind is working, brain is working. But if you tell me that the decision was out of emotion, I'll tell you that mainly it's incorrect.
Incorrect. Yes. 99%.
99%,
Yes.
95 is fine. Majority, the vast majority,
Yes.
is wrong decisions because they rely on emotions.
95%. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Dr. Mohammed Afif, thank you so much for today's episode. We will continue our interview tomorrow at the same time. See you tomorrow.